and we walk with you. The host of friends that are gathered here tonight and tomorrow testify that fact. There's a lot of hurt in this room because there's a whole lot of love lived by this man. I remember Brother Haney the first time in my life. I was about 13 or 14 years of age. He was talking with my dad about going to St. Louis to become the international youth president. I heard him preach throughout the years. The theme was always revival, growth, progress. And what a church, and what a ministry. He took time with people. As I hastened, the year was 1990. I knew God had called me to Dallas to build a revival church. I'd been there some 8 years, and I had listened and traveled and talked to a lot of experts on growth. The Lord asked me if I wanted an apostolic church. And I said yes. And so he took me before mighty men. One of them was Kenneth Haney. I was taking notes. He said, well, Tom, we pray, we fast, we believe for miracles, signs, and wonders. And then I preach. And I was checking it all off. So I went home. I got with Dallas and I said, we're going to pray. And we prayed. We fasted. We believed for miracles, signs, and wonders. And I preached. And nothing happened. But what I learned, you got to just stay with it. You got to keep after it. The year 2000, in January of that year, the revival came to our church in Dallas that exploded and quadrupled the church in 1 year. And I got a phone call in the middle of the day. Brother Haney was on the line. He said, I'm leaving California now, and I'll be landing in Dallas at such and such a time, somewhere around 3 in the afternoon. Pick me up. I'm going to be in church with you tonight. I want to be a part of that revival you're having. And I said, well, Bishop, if you're coming, you're preaching. He said, no, I want to hear you and the evangelist. I said, no, you're preaching. And did he ever preach? He preached revival, growth, and progress. He said, pick me up early in the morning, the next morning. So I did. I said, well, I know you got something on your mind. Where you want to go? He said, let's go around all over town. And he had a list of some 5 or 6 big churches he wanted to go look at. So I thought, okay, he's building a building. He's wanting to look at this and that. But it wasn't long until I realized what he was doing. He was challenging me. And all day long, what he preached to me was, you're having revival, but don't stop there. You're having a move of God, but don't stop there. Build that church. You can do it in Dallas. That's who he was. That's what he was. I came in tonight and I walked up and I realized that the last time I was here was for my twin brother's funeral, the cowboy. And Brother Haney's roots was on the ranch. And you've seen pictures on the slides, and out front is saddle and hat and boots. And he always told me, he said, you're a cowboy, but make sure you're rounding up those for the corral for heaven. He was after me. What a man. What a legacy.